Welcome to my 100 books project. Or, how to learn 1000 new things in 2020. The book we are going to review today is
Hello, my name is Awesome. By Alexandra Watkins, How to Create Brand Names That Stick.
And these are the 10 lessons I learned from the book.
1. Oh, what a lovely name. As the name for your child, you should think of a nice name for your company. When you think of a name like Rose Lily or Violet, your brain thinks of beautiful flowers and fragrances. Other things like garbage, rotten or swamp, will remind you of a bad stinking smell. Don't scratch your head thinking of a great name, instead use the acronym SMILE and SCRATCH. 2. Make people remind your company name always. Find a name that sounds pleasant to the ear and easy to remember. Few people know what Google means or where did it come from, but today everyone uses Google as a verb. So let's start with the acronym SMILE. 3. Think of a name with a smile approach. Think on a name suggestive, memorable with imagery, yet playful and emotional. You can use the acronym SMILE to think about your company's name. SMILE stands for suggestive, memorable, imagery, leg, and emotion. 4. Suggestive, memorable, imagery. Everyone remembers names like Yahoo, Oracle, and Amazon, not only for what they mean but for the sound. Look for a suggestive name that links the idea of your company to what it does. Make it memorable. Unless you're a famous person, few people recognize your work. Think of imaginative names evoking what you do. For example, when you think PayPal, it makes you think of a friend that helps you make your payments on the internet. 5. Legs, emotion. Think of a name that has some legs or room to play with it. A name that makes you think of funny things that people might like to print on a sticker or a baseball hat. And the most important thing, that brings emotion. Play-Doh, Happy Time Resorts, health foods, etc. When people remember the name and associate it with what you do, they will never forget it. Most of us make purchasing decisions based on emotions. 6. Scratch. The 7 deadly sins of naming. S stands for spelling. If the name sounds correct but spells wrong or shows as a misspelled word, then it is time to scratch it off. C stands for copycat. Avoid names that sound like another brand, like placing an I before any gadget, unless you're Apple. R is for restrictive. Don't use a name that limits your company. You wouldn't look for tools, electronics, or perfumes on a site called bookshop.com. But you do, under the company's new name. Amazon.com. A stands for annoying. Always avoid names that are 2 words forced together or spelled backward. People won't like the name and tend to forget it. T is for tame. You don't want your company to look docile or domesticated. Instead, you want people to think of you as exciting, wild, unbroken. C stands for the curse of knowledge. When you use a word meaning something that few people know, don't use a name in a foreign language, unless you're from there, or to look tech savvy. H is for hard to pronounce. Stay away from names that are hard to pronounce. People won't use them because they're afraid to look silly or embarrassed. 7. Create independently, then look for your gang. Brainstorming is a great tool, but to find the right name is like playing pin the tail to the donkey with many people. You can get it right, but you'll get pinched all over and have it all wrong. Instead, first set the ground rules for what you're looking for. Then make a plan or a draft of what you expect your company to do. After, you can look for ideas on the internet. Once you have a clear concept, then share it with others and look for advice. In the end, you will find the perfect name. 8. Yourname.com. Having the ideal name is one thing, but securing it on the internet is a little more complicated. According to VeriSign, an internet name provider, in the first quarter of 2018, more than 9.8 million new names were registered. This is more than 100,000 each day, so chances are your name is already taken. Don't worry, many companies started with a not-so-perfect name, but you can improve it. 9. Making your name great again. There are several tricks you can do to correct your name. Look for a different extension, if you can't register a domain for company.com. Think of mycompany.com, my-company.com, my-company-online.com. Look for the extensions .org, .net, .com, .mx, etc. Or look for the person owning the domain and make an offer. And don't forget to secure your name trademark. 10. It's so simple. In the end, it is simpler than you think. Search for a word with the smile and scratch approach. Be creative. Look for names associated with your company. And avoid names with unwanted meanings or considered bad words in another country. When Coca-Cola translated its name to Chinese, it meant, bite the wax tadpole. Instead, they changed it to K-Co-K-Lay, which means tasty fun.
This summary is intended for educational purposes, not as an alternative to the book. If you are interested in a copy for you, click here or go the picture in the title. If you want to know more about the author, go to www.eatmywords.com. If you already subscribe to my 100 Books Project free newsletter, this summary has already been sent to your email. Thank you for watching and don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All your comments are welcome.